Happy Friday, guys. I want to share some revelations I had with you guys, but one second. I need to make my pre-workout really quick because I'm about to work out, so I need just a little bit of energy. But I wanted to share, let me drink my pre-workout real quick. Oh my God. All right. Guys, I had some revelations that I wanted to share for anyone that is in the process of completing or, a certain task in their business. Come on, Yafa. Hold on. Sorry, I'm literally all over the place today. Okay. Come on, baby, let's go outside. Come on. Oh, it is freaking hot. Okay, so I just wanted to share some revelations for anyone that is in the process of doing anything inside of their business. And I wanted to share some revelations that I had from my Bible study today, because I'm in the process of redoing my course. And there are some moments where I am like just in flow state and it is like working and I am like planning and organizing. And then there are some moments where I just felt like blocked, I guess you could say. So today I woke up, did my Bible study. I did not want to get out of bed, but I did. Okay. I've been praying for obedience, so I have to be obedient. And this was my revelation. So right now I'm also reading the book of Exodus, and I'm in the part after they are delivered from Egypt. And, after Moses comes down from Mount Sinai and has like the commandments, but, they out there worshiping false, just doing everything wrong. So anyways, the last, I don't even know, maybe 6 chapters was about building the tabernacle. And today, literally the first thought I had was, why, oh my gosh, the last 6 freaking chapters, I am looking at repetition of repeated information of them building the tabernacle. I'm like, why is this repeating itself over? I don't know if you've read the book of Exodus or that chapter, but it's we're going to build this, and he literally repeats it down to the part where after Moses receives the instructions, he repeats it again. And then after he gets people to actually he tells the people, he repeats it again. And then when they build it, they repeat it again. And then after they build it, and I was like, Lord, why are you repeating the tabernacle over and over again? And so that was my question that I have, because I was like, this literally seems so repetitive. And I was like, it kind of reminded me when he was building the ark. I'm like, why did they repeat the information over again? And so then I realized, because yesterday I also watched this, Yafa. Okay, sorry, she is doing too much. Okay, hold on. So yesterday I had also watched this broadcast about, hold on, Yafa. Wait a second, guys. Okay, Yafa. So I watched this broadcast and they were talking about what, how God sets things up for you to succeed, how he gives you instructions inside the Bible or whatever. So that was kind of at the back of my mind. So as I was asking this question, I was like, why are we repeating the building of the tabernacle over and over again? And it hit me. I was like, oh my gosh, it's attention to detail. It's one of God's success plans for creation. So this is God showing how to succeed. So I have a tendency sometimes to skim things, to go through them really quickly without actually giving them attention to the detail, to actually learning the information and slowing down to process it, to actually do the homework. And that is one of my bad habits of being a quote unquote high achiever, wanting to cross things off a list. So technically, I get a false sense of gratification from crossing things off a list over actually doing that task correctly. Now, obviously, I'm doing the task to the best of my ability correctly, but I'm not giving that task the attention that it needs. I'm also, because I'm skimming through that task and not giving that task the full attention, I'm missing key information. So I realized, I said, instead of being attentive and diligent, this is why I tend to produce halfway results. This is why you end up having to go back through things and starting over, because you don't want to do the homework assignment that's attached to the course. You don't want to slow down and listen to the information or do the meditation or the challenge or the, whatever they tell you to do inside the course. You want to just hurry up and skim through it, absorb the information one time, and then get a result. Also, you maybe don't want to watch the course lesson over and over again because you're like, I already know this. Like you're not allowing the process of like, hey, you know what? Maybe I need to actually go through this course material, or I need to go through this like thing I'm trying to learn, and maybe I need to repeat it. Maybe I need to go back, but you're just expecting like the one and done result. And so what I took away from, him repeating over and over again, the tabernacle, it's his attention to detail. It's God's formula for success, for the creation of something that, basically you go through a planning stage. So first he talks Moses through planning the tabernacle. Then he brings the people along and then sharing the ideas, because that's still a part of planning. Yava, look at her. She is just not listening to me. Spiderweb. Oh, okay. It's just out in the wilderness here, guys. And so then you go through the creation phase. Once you receive your ideas, you go through the creation phase. That's another reason why he repeated the building of the tabernacle. And then after the tabernacle was done, you went through the review stage. So reviewing your plans, reviewing your product, reviewing what you made. And reviewing what you made comes in multiple stages. It could be before you launch your product, reviewing it. And then after you launch your product, kind of like where I'm at, where I launched my beta, I get the feedback, I review that feedback, and then I go and I make my product better. But I realized, I was like, wow, this is really God's formula for success. He will give you the assignment inside of your head. He will give you the download. He will give you the idea. Then as you formulate the plan, as you formulate the strategy, he will show you, the details in which you need to execute it. Then you create it, okay? Then you go back and you review it. And then you release it into the world and you continue to improve on it. Because I was like, there cannot be 6 chapters of just like the tabernacle over and over and over again. I mean, literally, it's like the same sentence being repeated over and over again. And I was like, there has to be a reason. So I'm just sharing. Okay, let me go get Yafa because she is about to be out in the water. Oh, I got a headache. Oh, where did that come from? Oh, gracious. Okay, so that is what I took away from the book of Exodus and the building of the tabernacle. Now, obviously, this is a living scripture. You can read one scripture and it could give you multiple meanings. But if you are stuck in the process of like building a product or an offer, or your business, or if you have put your product and your business offer out there and you're wondering why it's not reflecting like what you see inside of your head, or if your offer is out there and it's not really working and you need help making it better, this is the process that God has given us. It's paying attention to those details, but also being patient and diligent in the process of execution. So in your creation phase, hold on, Yafa, come on. You're getting away with things because I'm not over here paying attention. Come on now. Look at her. She wants to be out here. You want to be out here, girl? Come on. God, can't come up down here. This snake is hot. See, look at that baby. She hot. Come on, go up to the top. So you get the downloads, you get the ideas, you get the strategy. If you have a team, if you have good counsel, then repeat that strategy. Check your back, making sure it's good. Then you go through the creation process. Check your details. Check your roadmap that you were given. Okay. And then you go through the review process. Review before you launch your offer. Review before you launch your product. Okay, so you have your checklist, you go through that. Why do I have a headache? I was about to work out, and now I think I need to take like an Excedrin, but I don't want to because it has a lot of caffeine. Save me, Lord. And then once your product is out there, there's always opportunity to make it better. That is why I love, especially for my course creators. And this thing has to be course creators. It could be like if you have a skincare product. Hold on, ma'am. I told you cannot be down here, okay? You want to be in trouble? Come on. You're going to get taken away by a little snake or something, and then you're going to be sad, and then I'm going to be sad too. All right, come on. Go back up to the top, okay? Come on. So this can be applied to any product. Don't expect that the first version of your product is going to be amazing. It's going to be everything, because in the process of doing is when you actually discover, oh, my product needs this. Oh, I need that. What I had like 2 years ago for this program was just an idea, to where it is today is totally different. And then going through the beta process and getting real-time feedback from my customers, it now allows me to make this process better. So basically my takeaway is that attention to detail is important in everything that you do. Whether it is you wanting to learn something, don't skip the homework that comes with, the course. Don't skip over the information. Really sit down, really digest and pay attention to it, because most of the time, if you're taking a course or you're using something to solve your problem, if you're going through a coaching program, if you buy templates, that was the answer to your prayer. That was the answer to to your solution. But if you don't have the patience and the diligence to actually use that information, you're going to skip something that you need to see. Or again, this is why you have to, why if you're trying to use a course to help you build something, and then you build something, why it doesn't come out the way that you want it, because you weren't paying attention to the information in the first place. Okay. We can listen to two things at 2x speed, but we still have to make sure we're being diligent, doing the homework assigned. And I'm telling you, I am living proof of this. I am like the queen of 2x speed and the queen of skimming things, because I'm like, give it to me fast. But I got a revelation that I needed to stop, because I was missing critical information that I was asking for. So I'd ask for the information, get it, but then I would skim over it. So then I couldn't even receive the true blessing of what I asked for. So when I went back and adopted this new habit and practice it on this new course that I had bought, which is amazing, by the way, guys. So it's called Learn Copywriting Backwards, and it is so freaking good. Life-changing. But when I actually did it, usually I would skim through it. Usually I wouldn't do the homework. I wouldn't do the assignments, because I'm just okay, give me the information, let me go. And then actually sitting down and doing that, the information that I absorbed, but also realization of the answer that I was looking for on such a deeper level was so profound. So I was like, wow, this is really important. And that's why I was like, man, guys, we've been talking about the tabernacle over and over again. And now I see the benefits of that diligence and that attention to detail. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, you're doing too much. You're gonna be in trouble now. Come on. You wanna be in trouble? Come on. You can't come down here, okay? She just wants to come by the water. Look at you, just hot. Tongue all out. Hot, you can't even barely stand. Come on. She had me out here. We live by the water, guys, so. Oh my gosh, Alpha. It's hot, baby. Mommy, it's hot. Okay, stay up here. Don't make me climb these things. Look, we just live out here. So freaking, she likes to go down there, but it's wildlife. So anyways, paying attention, guys. So again, this doesn't apply to just the things that you're building in your business, but also to the things that you're learning, the answers to your prayers. Oh my God, girl, y'all, I'm out of breath, because this freaking hill. Oh, okay, hold on. Sorry, this hill. It's crazy. Okay, let me see if I have any other notes. I think that's it, guys. That was it. I just wanted, whatever your current assignment is, whatever you're doing in life, whether you're learning something, whether you're building something, do not rush the process, okay? Be patient, be diligent. Give your full attention to that task. It is generally the answer to what you have been looking for. But when you skim, and if it's, because that's another thing too, when sometimes things seem too hard, you're like, oh, I don't want to do this homework assignment, it's too hard, and then you let your mindset and your upper limits block you. You are skipping the answer to generally what your prayer is. The answer to your prayer. This masterclass is the answer to your prayer. This course, this live stream you're watching, something. But if you just skim through it and you're not paying attention to it, now obviously there's a point where sometimes you're that resonate with me, you can stop. But especially for things that you buy to help you, utilize it, okay? Because that's the answer. But in order to do that, you have to really go in with an open mind. You have to go in with the ability to be patient and to learn. And then again, when it comes to building your offer and things like that, attention to detail is so critical, okay? Because that's what God was saying when he was planning the tabernacle. So plan with attention to detail, create with those attention to details, and review those attention to details, and continue to always review. Okay, so that is it for my word of the day. Lori, yeah, girl, it is like, I don't even know. Like, let me tell you, it's freaking sweating. Like, my freaking arm, like, there's like sweat coming down here. It's crazy. And I'm like literally so hot. I need some water. But yeah, we're about to go inside because I'm about to go work out. Actually, let me show you my plants. Come on, Yafa. Let's go show them the plants while we're out here. So yeah, guys, that was my revelation. Another thing too, it's so cool because like I've just been asking God, like, how can I hear him? And so as I was reading Exodus today, I was like, okay, pay attention to Exodus. Just don't be skimming through it. And then that's when I got the revelation where I was like, why, God, are you repeating the tabernacle over and over again? And I realized, like, as I do Bible study and I asked that question, then he just dumped a download into me. He was like, Terry, it's about attention to detail. And it's one of my, pathways to success. So I was just like, oh, what a beautiful revelation. So anyways, I need to water them because it's so hot today. But hey, guys, these are our plants. They are very sensitive. They need some water because it is a little hot. Yeah, these are dry. Okay, cool. Anyways, happy Friday, guys. Thank you. You're welcome, Tanya. I'm so glad I shared. That was another thing too that I've been saying to myself is that like, don't allow like perfectionism to block me from sharing the revelations that I get. Sometimes I'm just like, I got to calm down because it's like, I want to share every single revelation that I have, but I just feel like hopefully this message finds someone, and hopefully is the key for someone's success as well, because Bible principles will help you lead a successful, like I was chasing squirrels, successful life. So happy Friday, and I will see you guys later.